Clean hands and beyond. Where beyond on me do you want me to clean? Consolidated general election. How to vote and all that. I filled out mine. It's in the envelope. I just need to either drop it off or mail it or whatever you gotta do to it. But in here it tells all the different people running and maybe a little about them. Well, basically this talks about the issues. Medicare and you. This is for this coming season, this coming year. And this book is about half an inch thick. At least the print's halfway decent, not too small. Oh, it does have health plans in here, it does. I haven't even looked in this book. 128 pages, something like that. I might have to peruse it. Then I got all this stuff. All kinds of stuff and schedules, and this pretty lady here was the agent, and she talked about, well, she didn't really do much talking, and I'll tell you why. You like my President Zelensky shirt? I love it. Super Zelensky. This is the shield's got the sunflower and the Ukrainian colors. And I feel so bad for that country. I was just talking to my brother, but I'll get back to that as soon as I tell you what happened at the thing. I was seated, and there was a fellow seated across from me whose name was Bill. And he was 72. And he had been to several of these free dinner things and had all kinds of information. And he knew more. He knew as much as the insurance lady. So he was telling me all about it. What the things meant on these charts and all that. There are still some questions that I need to ask the Medicare hotline or whatever it is before I sign my life away. Apparently there are some choices on here that are not too bad. My health is not too bad, so I don't have to pay out for the more expensive ones. You know, I'm not on oxygen, and I don't have, kidney failure, and I don't have to shoot up insulin and stuff. So those people that have those heavy duty problems have to pay more because some of these things don't cover that. And so when you're young, try to stay as healthy as you can. Yeah, you can have that fatty hamburger with that whole pizza, a couple beers, 3, 4, 5 beers, but try to stay healthy, because you'll regret it later if you don't. Anyway, gosh, it was an hour and a half of that yakking and people filling out forms and talking to her and other people eating, and then she thought that I was with this guy, so when he got up and left, she looked at me, and because she asked him, she said, did the waitress ask you if you wanted to eat something or bring a menu or anything? And he goes, no, I'm not gonna. And she thought I was with him, so she didn't even ask me until pretty much everyone was gone. And I'm standing there, sitting there looking at all the things, and she said, I thought you were with him. Did you want to eat? I said, I wouldn't say no. So she said, they brought the menu, and you had a choice of whatever was on the senior part of the menu. You have a very simple little breakfast thing. You have an omelet choice. You have a grilled cheese sandwich choice. You have grilled salmon with rice and vegetables. And then the last choice was the one I chose, which was chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, and grilled vegetables. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I told the lady, she knew I wasn't going to be jumping right in there and signing anything. She could tell. And She said, well, I hope you consider and call on me. I said, I will. You can count on it. You've been very nice, very helpful. I'll let you know. I'll make up my mind and go through you. Because she seemed very nice. She had raised 2 boys on her own. So I feel bad for her because I know what it's like. So she's finally becoming herself. Her kids are grown and I want to make her life a little better. There's kids outside hot squawking and squealing and arguing and their kids are 4 or 5 years old. They should be having fun. I just see out the window, I see Ashley going to take Spencer for a walk in the stroller. Haven't really seen or dealt with anybody over there today. Oh, I did talk to my brother, David. He finally answered the phone, and we talked for a while. And I said, I'm not like our other brother who's passed. I said, I'm not like him. I don't call to ask for money. He goes, well, do you need any money? And I said, no. I said, I just wanted to talk to you. What's going on? We talked a little bit, and there's some things about Medicare he didn't know about. See, he was born in 63, so he turns 59 next month. I asked him the best way. I have some tastefully simple spices that I did taste, and they are very good. It's cha-cha chili lime. Oh my gosh. You have got to try Tastefully Simple. You have to. I mentioned Sue Pizzella, the Real Brits of New York. She is a representative for Tastefully Simple. And I wrote to her and I said, I will be ordering again. Oh my God. It's definitely worth it. Anyway, here I go sidetracking all over the place. If it was a dance, it would look really weird, right? So I asked the dude, I said, is there anything to do around here for fun that doesn't cost an arm and a leg? Because he was an older guy. And he said, well, there's a karaoke night at the whatever, entertainment center or whatever. It used to be a golf course. Now everything's empty and the clubhouse has turned into like a bar or something. And it's a hop, skip, and a jump from here. And he said karaoke nights on Friday night. So if you like that kind of stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is call that place, find out whatever information I can find out about the place, and I just might go. And I was so depressed today. I was trying to think of how can I get shit-faced with the least amount of alcohol. What's your poison, basically? Some people like beer. Some people like heavy stuff like Dave, I know you like your whiskey, your bourbon and stuff. I know you like that. I think you even tried Fireball or whatever it was. And I know my friends Chris and Mark, they like a good pint. Oh, doggies, don't start barking. I have my bedroom window open. It's, 72, which is like 27, 28 degrees Celsius. So it's not bad. It gets rather chilly at night. And I have put on my extra blanket for winter. And I wear my long pajamas. But I don't have to. There are people out there with coats on. It's not that cold. I guess this Neanderthal grew up in a place where it gets cold. Anyway. Okay, I talked about the Medicare crap. I have to make up my mind and sign up, and that's out of the way. Then I can start. The lady was pointing at the different things, and she said, when was the last time you went to the doctor? And I told her I have medicine that I need to take, and I'm out of some medicine. She said, you could have had this all along, all these plans. This line here is how much it costs. Nothing. You could have had this all along. So I really do need to get my tushy in gear and finalize whatever decision that is. I want to show Brian, like I mentioned before. Yeah. And these things, like Brian said that Spencer's too much energy for me, and they're thinking of putting him in daycare, and he's only a year old, he's not old enough. And I don't know, I just felt bad. I spent a lot of time crying. As I said in the very beginning of the vlog, if I had some money for every time I jumped through hoops or cried this in the last 24 hours, I'd have enough to go out to have a nice dinner. Yeah. Anyway, I got the final stuff for Scott, Marley, and Felix's Christmas box. I just have to find a box, put it together. Oh, I am making... If Felix is anything like Scott, he's an extrovert, and he likes to perform in front of people, tell stories, sing, whatever. I got him a little red hat with feathers on it, and I got this sparkly fabric. I'm going to line it with this color. But it's sparkly. And a little karaoke microphone for kids. Oh, and a little tiny bow tie. If he's like his dad, he's going to be a real character. Anyway... And there is a little roll-around 3-drawer plastic thing that I got 2 years ago for, like, notebook paper to rest my Kleenex box on or whatever for the living room area. I am going to change it up. I had gone into Home Depot, and in the back they have pieces of lumber and crap that are broken or warped that either marked down or they give them free. I got a really nice piece of 1/2-inch plywood, just the size that I needed. Exactly. It's like, oh, I was told to go there. So I was trimming that today and got a lot of dust on me, so I took a shower and all that. I feel much better. But I'll make a video of making this vest thing and redoing this roll-around cart to make it, well, I'll have to tell you when I do it, okay? And it's like I'm not hungry, but emotionally I want to eat everything. Well, speaking of eating everything, when I was talking to my brother said something about, well, it sounds like you have what you need. What could I get you? Or what would you like to have? And I said, a hot guy. And he goes, aren't you going to pack that thing away? I said, it's been packed away for 11 years. I said, I missed that. TMI. I'm sorry. Anyway. My dream last night was weird. I was doing work for my Italian teacher, Arturo. Signor Brunetti. I used to clean his house and do lawn work for him and clean the sewer when it backed up. And what else did I do? His son had an apartment complex. I used to clean it. And I did whatever I had to do to survive. So I know how. The kids today don't seem to want to do anything. They have in their mind, as they're in school, if they go to school, and they're passed through and nobody's a loser, then, you know, that stuff you always hear about the younger generation, that, well, if I go to school, as soon as I'm out, I'm going to be rich, because I'm going to make this kind of money, and I'm going to hardly do anything, I'll work from home. I don't think they have an idea of what real life is like. They have an idea of what they would like, of course. But that wasn't even a possibility when I was growing up, so, you know, it's a lot of strange new things. And their feelings toward things are different than whatever we had to grow up with. I don't want to dwell, my brother said, don't dwell on the past, look forward to the future. Because however much or little there is. We talk politics a little bit. I don't like to because he is very conservative and I am not. But I told him that I did write to a couple of Republicans guys and said, please run. Please run. And David said the staunch Republicans or very conservatives around him, they want the same thing. They don't want the Orange Frito to run because he'll mess stuff up. They want someone that's conservative and can grasp, things and organize things and have it the way it's supposed to be. And with someone that's unstable, you don't know from one day to the next. God knows you've seen me on camera, right? I would never want to run for anything like that, but I'm not, if I miss my medicine, who knows what's going to happen. If I get a little over emotional and too many crappy things happen to me, I start bawling. You wouldn't want that for a president. And this person, one particular person, is on the edge all the time. Oh, God. And then he was telling me about someone he watches on YouTube. Did he tell me your name? No, he didn't tell me your name. I hope he sends it to me in a message. She actually lives in Ukraine and she writes about what's happening every day. Because we're talking about what I see in the news or whatever, and David laughed. He says, oh, all those news are just going to do this or that and say this or that. Yeah, well, I don't have regular TV these days. I have whatever that dongle thing gives me. I'm like another dongle thing giving it to me. Have I said that 2 or 3 days in a row now, haven't I? Yeah, I better shut up. How long have I talked? Oh, I can see it's more than one digit. 15 minutes and something, plus the other pieces. Oh my God. Anything else going on here? No, not really. Yeah, here's a joke. Here's a question that oh, Ashley must be coming back. Oh, the little kids playing on the street. Clover, it's okay. My question that I leave you is, if you're a drinker, alcohol I mean, what is your preferred drink? And if you're not, what is your preferred drink? Could be pink lemonade. I make a mean strawberry lemonade. It tastes really good. Well, you take care, and tomorrow I will be talking with Brian about what I have found here and start vlogging the making of the vest and fixing of the thing and all this and that and the other thing, and upward and onward.